So the topic for today is photorespiration. Okay, what is photorespiration? So photorespiration is a respiratory process, okay, which is seen in higher plants. So it is a process in which the plants uptake oxygen and release carbon dioxide molecule. Okay, it is referred to as respiration because like in respiration there is utilization of oxygen and there is release of carbon dioxide. Okay, but which is very opposite from the normal photosynthesis. So it is quite a contrary. So let's see how the normal photosynthesis occur. So in photosynthesis, as you know, there are two types of reaction: the light reaction and dark reaction. In light reaction there is cyclic photophosphorylation and non-cyclic photophosphorylation, and in dark reaction there is Calvin cycle. Okay, so let's see how the normal Calvin cycle occurs. So the first step of Calvin cycle is carboxylation. So what is carboxylation? What happens in the carboxylation process? The ribulose 1,5 biphosphate molecule, okay, with the help of Rubisco enzyme, it is the carboxylation reaction occurs, and there is formation of phosphoglycerate. There is formation of phosphoglycerate, and from phosphoglycerate there is production of phosphoglyceraldehyde, and from phosphoglyceraldehyde some of the phosphoglyceride is utilized in formation of glucose, and the other is utilized in regeneration of ribulose biphosphate. Okay, so this is the overall reaction or the overall functioning of the Calvin cycle. But now we have to see the different or the abnormal pathway. Okay, so what happened is, so this is the first enzyme of the Calvin cycle, Rubisco, and it is very important enzyme, and it is the most abundant protein which is found in the plant. Okay, so it is a funny enzyme. Okay, Rubisco is a funny enzyme. Why funny enzyme? Because it has affinity for both substrate, oxygen as well as carbon dioxide. If the level of carbon dioxide is more, it will bind with carbon dioxide. If it will act as a carboxylation, and it will, if the level of oxygen is more, it will act as a oxygenase. Okay, so if the concentration of carbon dioxide is more, then it will function normally, and there is carboxylation reaction, and the normal Calvin cycle will go on. But if the concentration of oxygen is more, it will bind with oxygen and form some abnormal product, okay, which is not required. Okay, so let's see when does this oxygen binding situation occurs. So this photorespiration usually occurs at high temperature and high light intensity. During when there is high light intensity and there is a high temperature, the photorespiration during take place that time. Why? Because during high intensity, high light, the temperature is more, due to which, to prevent the transpiration or to prevent the water loss, stomata are closed. So if the stomata are closed, okay, if the stomata is closed, then the carbon dioxide will not enter with that much amount in the greater amount. So the concentration or the level of carbon dioxide will decrease, and hence it will bind with oxygen molecule. So at high temperature, the oxygen molecule, there is a high level of oxygen, due to which this Rubisco enzyme act as oxygenase. So let's see if it act as oxygenase, what happened. So this is the overall, you can say, the cycle or the pathway of the photorespiration. Okay, we will not discuss in detail, but we will just overlook what happens. Okay, so it is the same Calvin cycle, but you can see the substrate is different now. From the RUBP, the ribulose biphosphate, okay, instead of combining with carbon dioxide, it is combining with oxygen. So once it's combined with oxygen, okay, it forms PGA and phosphoglycolate. What is formed? It forms phosphoglycerate and phosphoglycolate. Okay, so basically this phosphoglycolate then uh, forms glycolate in the chloroplast, and then this glycolate diffuses into peroxisome, and in peroxisome glycolate is converted into glyoxylate, and from glyoxylate is getting converted into glycine. The glycine then uh, uh, undergoes goes to the mitochondria. In mitochondria, glycine with combined with another glycine forms serine. The serine then travels back to the travels to peroxisome, and then serine in peroxisome is converted to glycerate. The glycerate then travels back to the chloroplast, and from chloroplast the glycerate is back converted to phosphoglycerate. Okay, so this process is not efficient, and there is no generation of ATP or NADPH molecule. So this process is basically the waste of energy basically, in this process there is release of one carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide which was reduced or the fixed earlier is released in during this process. Glycine getting from glycine there is conversion of serine, and during this process carbon dioxide is released. So this process is not required, it is unnecessary. Okay, and due to which carbons are lost. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, in the normal Calvin cycle, from the 6 RUBP molecule, there is when it undergoes carboxylation of 6 RUBP getting combined with 6 carbon